These are the 10 best lesbian romance movies with happy endings, no tragic twist, and number 1 is the one everyone in the comments asks about. 10. Carol. A quiet, slow-burn romance set in 1950s New York between an older married woman and a young department store clerk. It's on this list because the chemistry is built almost entirely through glances and silence, and the ending leaves just enough hope without forcing a bow on it. But the next one trades that slow burn for one of the most talked-about love stories of the last decade. 9. Happiest Season. A Christmas rom-com where one girlfriend hasn't come out to her family yet, leading to classic holiday chaos. It earns its spot because it's genuinely funny, while still taking the emotional stakes seriously, and it ends warm instead of messy. This next one is for anyone who wants their romance with a side of sun and scenery. 8. The Half of It. A coming-of-age story loosely inspired by Cyrano de Bergerac, following a closeted teen who ghostwrites love letters for someone else. It's here because the ending isn't the typical romantic payoff, it's quieter and more honest, and that's exactly why people love it. But this next pick has one of the most satisfying slow builds in the genre. 7. Kiss Me. A Swedish film about two women who fall for each other right before one of them is set to get married. It makes the list for how real the tension feels without ever tipping into melodrama, and for an ending that actually earns its happiness. Halfway through, and the picks only get stronger from here. 6. Imagine Me and You. A British rom-com where a bride falls for the florist at her own wedding. It's beloved because it leans fully into the rom-com formula, big gestures, a wedding day run, and doesn't apologize for being soft and hopeful. This next one swaps the comedy for pure, unfiltered intensity. 5. Below Her Mouth. A passionate, mostly wordless film about an affair between two women from very different lives. It's on the list for how unapologetically it centers desire and connection without judgment. But the next pick is for anyone who wants a love story with real teenage awkwardness and charm. 4. Better Than Chocolate. A coming-of-age story about a young woman discovering her identity while living in a vibrant, supportive queer community. It earns its place because it's joyful first, romance second. The love story unfolds inside a world that already feels safe. This next one is the most quietly devastating turned hopeful pick on the list. 3. The World to Come. A 19th century period drama about two neighboring farm wives who fall for each other. It's here because the slow, literary pacing pays off with one of the most emotionally rich endings in the genre. But the next pick might be the most universally loved film on this entire list. 2. Saving Face. A story about a Chinese-American surgeon hiding her relationship from her traditional mother, who is dealing with her own secret pregnancy. It makes the list for balancing comedy, family drama, and romance without losing the central love story. And now, the one everyone's been waiting for. 1. But I'm a Cheerleader. A cult classic following a teenager sent to a conversion therapy camp who falls for a fellow camper. It's number 1 because despite the heavy premise, it ends on real rebellion and real joy, and decades later it's still one of the most quoted films in the genre. If you've seen this one, let me know which ending hit you hardest in the comments. And if you want more lists like this, subscribe.